Former jockey turned jockey coach Rodi Greene has been nominated for a Performance Development Coach of the Year award, and Lydia Hislop caught up with him at a race day at Exeter recently to hear more about his story.
It came about 3 years ago, the jockey coaching process, if you like, and at the time I was looking for something to do. You know, I mean, I'd been injured a couple of years by that time, so this sort of came along, and it was, for me, it was great that it came along, because it really got me involved back in racing again, like doing what I like doing basically. In 2011, I had a career-ending injury. That was my Lingfield. You know, I just ridden at the festival a few days earlier, and that was me finished, and it was a hard pill to take, really. It was a spinal cord injury, and of course, a cord injury isn't good, because it's, you're always going to have damage, lifetime damage. But I was lucky. I was able to walk. But my right side isn't brilliant. My right arm isn't fantastic, and of course, with nerve damage, you don't have the same flow. My right arm wouldn't flow as good as my left arm. So it's, race riding wise, you couldn't do it. But obviously, for normal day-to-day stuff, I'm fine.
And so this came along, and it was an opportunity for you to still stay involved with race riding.
Oh yeah. Thank God. I mean, it's something I understand. I really enjoy doing it, and I can see from the jockey's point of view, in races, what can go wrong. I can put myself in their brain as watching a race or going through a race or anything, even after a race. I can understand what's happened and what can happen. So for me, it's something I really enjoy doing, and I get a great buzz out of it. Where I come in is basically to sort of help them and enlighten them into the fitness and the nutrition, because otherwise it's left to them. And sometimes they're not prepared for it, basically. So it's down to me, particularly in evening work, basically. When they're finished race riding, I can talk to them on the phone or go and see them and just help them get into routines that maybe I didn't do when I was riding, and just basically help them to cope with the day-to-day routine of race riding, really. When any kid starts, they're looking for a bit of help, because it's tough out there. You're a bit starstruck with the Frankie Dettoris of the world, and all of a sudden there he is, and they need a bit of help to start with. But after a while, for example, like Harry, and when they get winners, and they don't need you so much anymore, because they get better and better, and they get more confident, and you can help them to such a certain stage, but then they're good enough then to go on their own, really. Once they're sort of down to like their 60, 70 winners, they're going the right way.
Albeit then you're still on the phone if they need you.
Yeah, oh God, yeah, definitely. I'm always there. I'm always there for them, and I'll always ring them every day, and before every ride, after every ride, and we chat about stuff. But I can start then seeing, well, soon he won't need me, or she won't need me. Do you know what I mean? Because as long as they know you're there, that's the main thing. It's all about performance, and my job is to make sure whoever the jockey is, no matter how old, young, whatever it is, that they come to today at Exeter or whatever, and they're performing well. I mean, the way I see it is, every jockey, every ride they do has got to be a jump jockey, a Gold Cup ride, or a flat jockey, it's got to be a Derby ride. That's every ride. We've got to go out there and give it 110%, because there's a lot of money involved. Owners, trainers, they want the best, and it's down to me to make sure that jockey's performing well every single ride. And if we don't do it right, we've got to find out why we're not doing it right, really.
So, Rodi, take me through a typical day of yours.
A typical day would be, I'd ride out where Nigel Hawk's yard, mainly because sometimes we have jockeys schooling there and stuff, and if they're there, I can keep an eye on them, see if anything's right or wrong. And most jockeys are riding out in the morning time anyway, so I can't do much in the morning times. So then in the afternoons I'm home, or else I'll go racing on position to watch all the races that my jockeys are riding on in flat or jump. So that's the important thing for me. I'm watching those races during the day, whether it's Kempton or whether it's Bangor on D, Exeter or wherever. So then I know what's happening. And then in the afternoons, evening times, I have jockeys sometimes coming over to my house. I got 2 exercises at home which I work with, and we're going through races, working on different techniques, whether it be whip, pushing, strength, whatever. And sometimes, like yesterday, I'll drive up to different yards, see the jockeys there, because some of the kids can't drive. They're that young that they haven't got licenses, or sometimes maybe they're so busy, so it's better for me to go and see them.
And you've now got this nomination, the UK Coaching Award 2016 nomination for Performance Development Coach of the Year. How did you feel when you heard that you'd been nominated for that?
I was flattered that they put me forward, actually. It's lovely, I mean, and I'm really pleased to be going up there. But to be fair, whatever happens, happens. But the day before and the day after, for me, it's tunnel vision. I'll be doing the job I love doing, basically. So yes, it's great, but nothing will probably change. You know what I mean?